The scene after Dorian's brutal attack on the Bahamas. Total devastation. Debris that was once people's homes now covering the ground with wreckage. Hitting as a Category 5 storm with winds over 200 miles an hour, Dorian was the most powerful storm in recorded history here. It targeted the Abaco and Grand Bahama Islands, known for their marinas, golf courses, and all-inclusive resorts. Even worse, Dorian stalled over these islands and their 70,000 people for 2 days.
Well, going through it was terrifying. We're happy to be alive, glad that my family is safe.
Rescuers report seeing bodies floating in the water. The final death toll won't be known for days. The U.S. Coast Guard is helping lead search and rescue, but there's still areas that first responders can't reach. People are using boats, even jet skis, to try and reach those who have lost everything. A humanitarian crisis is emerging in the Bahamas. The main hospital on Grand Bahama is unusable. Homes are destroyed, and more than 60,000 people need food and clean drinking water. And Dorian's not done. It's now a Category 2 storm, but with winds at 110 miles an hour, it's still considered dangerous. Authorities have asked 2 million people in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas to evacuate.
This is a very serious storm, and a western shift, that is towards land, of just a few miles could bring enormous damage.
Even if Dorian doesn't make landfall in the U.S., it could bring storm surge and severe flooding. In low-lying Charleston, South Carolina, authorities are racing to move hospital patients to higher ground. In Savannah, Georgia, they have provided buses for families to get out.
Well, I don't have a vehicle and I don't have the finance to go out of town.
In Florida, Dorian has already grounded thousands of flights and shut down several airports. And it's battering Florida's coast as it makes its way north.
Average climbing well into the 80s this afternoon, 75 to 80 on the Cape. Gusty wind out of the south and southwest. So we keep an eye on the sky too. Got you on alert for this impactful weather working in from west to east ahead of a front. Scattered thunderstorms. A few storms could become strong to severe, impacting the evening commute, damaging wind gusts and localized flooding, the primary threats. Lightning, obviously, and any thunderstorms that develop as well. And they should be dwindling and tending to weaken a bit across southeastern Massachusetts between 6 and 8 p.m. Hurricane Dorian sitting off the coastline of Florida. Going to eventually take that curve to the northeast. By the time we get to tomorrow night into early Friday, could skirt the Outer Banks as a Category 1 storm. We are out of the cone of uncertainty. The storm will pass south and east of Nantucket, but come close enough that we will feel some impacts here in New England. Obviously, still some wiggle room with several days to go, but the timing would be later Friday into early Saturday. Large waves, dangerous surf, and rip currents are expected through the end of the week. Possible coastal wind and downpours as well. The highest risk of that would be across southeastern Massachusetts and Cape Cod, closest to the storm center. If it comes a little bit closer, that rain shield may expand a little bit to the north and west as well. So again, late Friday into Saturday, we'll watch Dorian closely here. We'll only be in the 60s on Saturday, and then a nice rebound for the second half of the weekend, well into the 70s, a pleasant day overall, and a dry start to next week. See you.